Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. We're in the chapter 13, um, or the media chapter, the chapter that I look at as being one of the most rewarding, but also one of the most difficult to kind of wrap our heads around. And unfortunately, we're online, so we can't do all of the fun stuff that we typically do with this chapter as if we were in a real classroom. But I'm going to try my best to develop the cultivation theory exercise that we typically do. So we're gonna start off. Cultivation theory has many premises that it deals with, but it really helps us understand why we view the world the way that we do through a mediated lens, so a mass media kind of conception. So if you are a comm student, you'll be taking mass media eventually, or you might have already taken it, and you might be discussing cultivation theory. But I would like to discuss cultivation theory today. And first thing I want you to do is let me minimize myself here. Let's see here how I can shrink this. Make my head a little bit smaller here. And what I would like you to do is I see these countries here are listed out of order. But what I would like you to do is order them from the most dangerous to the least dangerous, based on their murder rate. So these are murders per 100,000 in their population. So it doesn't matter how many people are in the country. Obviously, United States is the third or fourth largest country in the world, and Iran is I think right behind the United States in population. And Greenland is a very small place. The Bahamas is a very small place. So it's not the amount of murders; it's murders per 100,000. So it's the ratio. What I would like you to do is stop the video and just look at these here and see if you can put them in order. These are 12 countries. Put them in order from most dangerous to least dangerous. So go ahead and pause the video right here and do that. Okay. Um, so what I would like you to do is I would like you to put your list down in a sheet somewhere, and this will be your activity for the discussion, and just leave your list. And now I would like you to, I'm going to present to you what the actual statistics are. So this is the murder rate. So you can see Honduras is the most dangerous with 90 murders per 100,000. United States is, 4.7 murders per 100,000, and a place like Kuwait, which is right next to Iraq, is point 0.4 per 100,000. When I typically do this exercise, I think students might be a little bit surprised by where this falls in and how what their perception of violence is, and what their perception of the violence in the countries are. So what I would like you to do, question one would be presenting the list of countries in the order that you put them in. And question two is I would like you to briefly write, were you surprised? And, what was your kind of methodology for putting the list in the order that you did? So I would like you to share that. Let me see, my computer is running angrily right now. I don't think it likes what I'm doing by capturing my face and recording the screen at the same time. So hopefully it doesn't explode on me. Um, I'll try to get through this as fast as possible before my computer dies. I think I'm doing some irreparable damage to it at this moment because I don't quite have the technology to do the things that my imagination can do, which is a wonderful kind of media topic. But that's neither here nor there. So let's get back to cultivation theory. So again, number two, I want you to stop to pause. I want you to write what was your method for deciding which countries were most violent and which countries were least violent, and were you surprised by the actual shakedown in the statistics of these countries? Um, so let's talk about cultivation theory. Cultivation theory focuses on one medium. It focuses on television. The researchers argue that the reality of television is it's inescapably violent. TV is just an inescapably violent place. Um, it influences the audiences of programming and shapes our views of social reality. Um, this theory supposes that those who watch a lot of television will overestimate the occurrence of real life violence. Um, this is from a theorist named Gerbner. Um, and his argument rests on the notion that Americans watch on average 7 hours of TV per day. Um, so, most of us would probably go, no way. There's no way I have time to watch 7 hours of TV a day. But basically, he's looking at TV as background noise, right? Um, you know, different conversations I've gotten into with past groups of students have been what is considered TV. And I would say, going through Instagram videos and watching the stories or Snapchat videos and watching these stories all would account for television viewing. But typically, if you came from a household like mine, the TV goes on when you wake up, the TV goes off when you go to sleep, and sometimes even after you go to sleep. I know, some people in their home, they'll go to sleep watching TV and they'll wake up in the middle of the night and turn it off. That's where the number 7 hours comes in. So it's not 7 dedicated hours of sitting down for CSI and watching it in a binge of 7 hours a day. That's not what Gerbner is saying here. It's that Americans are exposed to 7 hours of TV a day. Um, so I'm curious. Question three I have for you is television class, or is there a class component to television? Do people with TV? So go ahead and pause the video and answer the question: do people with more money watch less TV? Oh, good. Startup disk is almost full. Um, Fun. Okay, let's even see if I can finish this. Let me pause. I'm gonna have to do this video into sections here.